And then you need really go no further or wait very long because in the next match, that's them when they do their entrances. Nobody gives a shit about the Buckaroos when they come out. And then Okada on a separate entrance gets a big reaction because they like him. And so, but at the same time, the fans like him and think he's the best wrestler in the world. So they put him in a group with the heels. So he would be a heel because the EVPs are smarmy, baggy heels. So they sign for millions of dollars the wrestler that people like, just like they did with Ostrich. People are cheering him like crazy. We'll get to that in a minute. Oh my God, they love him to pee-pick in death. And they put him in the heel group with the heel manager that everybody hates. And then they have him wrestle other guys in the group at behest of the heel manager. And he's still a babyface and nobody turns on him. So it's all self-serving bullshit to take the most expensive playthings of Richie Rich that he is spending money for and put them with other people that are as over as a goddamn turd in a punch bowl to get them artificial reactions. Am I lying or am I flying? My feet ain't left the ground.
Then I guess that kind of rules that out, doesn't it?
Okay, so the next match was the Buckaroos and Okada versus This Is the Team. In a 6-man tag team match, Eddie Kingston, Penthouse of the Lucha Brothers, and the returning from, he's been gone for a long time, we don't know why, and we didn't miss him, PAC. Do you have to be on psychedelic drugs to put this kind of a team together that have absolutely not only nothing in common with each other and work completely opposite styles, but are completely irrelevant as far as a combination, but still involving one of your champions, Kingston, that they've made the Continental Breakfast champion, and another of your top alleged tag teams, although we don't see them too much anymore, not that I'm complaining, to be, what the fuck? So to pick this match apart, I would have had to watch it. And I'm not going to tolerate the Bucks. But I wanted to see Okada, right? So I feel like many people out there feel. Don't want to look at the fucking Buckaroos. Like to see Okada. So I zip ahead to the point where Okada gets in the ring. Brian, do you remember what Okada did when he first got in the ring?
When he first got in the ring, actually, I don't remember, no.
Okay, well, let's say that I'm like, I don't know, there's 350 million people in the United States. Let's say I'm like 349,400,000 of them. I don't really know who the fuck Okada is or know why I should care. That's the general average American wrestling audience, not the hypersensitive, hyper-tuned in AEW audience. So out of, let's say half of those have been watching faithfully, even though that's multiple times the ratings that New Japan Wrestling gets. But let's say that half the AEW audience knows well who Okada is. The other half have heard of him. And anybody that just wandered by because of all this publicity doesn't know who he is, but they're waiting to be impressed because they've heard wonderful things, right? Okay. Okada gets in with Eddie Kingston. Okada stands there and lets Kingston chop him and doesn't sell it. Okada hits Eddie Kingston with a fake forearm. Okada lets Eddie Kingston chop him and doesn't sell it. Okada hits Eddie Kingston with a fake forearm. Okada lets Eddie Kingston chop him 3 more times, and this time he staggers. But when Kingston hits the ropes, Okada hits Kingston with a very nice drop kick. And then he stands up with a bored expression on his face, goes over and knocks the other 2 baby faces off the apron, and tags out. But he doesn't get out of the ring because then all 3 of the heels start triple teaming Kingston in front of the referee while the other 2 stayed out of the ring because they had been tapped on the head by a fake forearm. And that was their break spot. And when they came back, I didn't. Because are you fucking shitting me? This guy's the best in the world. What world and at what?
He was very good in main event matches in New Japan. Again, he's being used here. He won, he hit Eddie Kingston, I believe, with the Rainmaker short arm clothesline.
Oh, yes. Well, I came back for the finish, just not for the rest of the match. But no, I tuned in for the finish when they beat Kingston when Nikki football kicked Eddie Kingston between the uprights in the balls, and then Okada grabbed the arm and hit that short arm clothesline. 1, 2, 3. And Sockface was selling the shitty clothesline as being devastating until Taz had to come in and mention, well, by the way, he kicked him in the balls first, you idiot. That's the heat. That's what we're supposed to be talking. Oh, the devastating Rainmaker clothesline. Do they think the Rainmaker clothesline is going to get over here? Because is that the way he does it in Japan?
Yeah, I mean, that's the short arm clothesline. He does.
Okay. Everybody in this company hits fucking clotheslines that look more devastating, that come from farther, that come faster, that draw back from further, that hit harder, and that guys take better bumps for. Can you deny that?
Say that again?
Everybody in this company, the clotheslines you see, the lariats you see, the buckshots you see, they come from farther back, they come faster, they hit harder, they look better, and guys take bigger bumps for them. Then this short arm clothesline that they think is going to get over with a cold audience from this guy? That's why I'm saying, did he used to fucking 10 years ago knock people's heads off or add some kind of flying component, or he's just walking through it now?
I mean, no, this is the way he does it. He has a big drop kick, and then he does this.
The drop kick is better than the clothesline. I'd give it, his drop kick should be his finish. This clothesline is nothing that any of these guys don't do to each other 12 times in a fucking match or worse. It's not Stan Hansen hitting somebody at a dead run is what I'm saying to you.
So far, do you think they've capitalized well on Okada's celebrity and fame within wrestling amongst the smart wrestling fans?
Jesus Christ. I wrote, this guy's a rib on Tony Khan. Explain to me about what I am seeing in front of me that indicates that he's the best wrestler in the world or that he's going to be a gigantic box office attraction for this company. I'm not talking about what he's done other places or what some people think of him. I'm talking about what's he going to do for poor old Tony Khan.
It will excite existing fans of his.
Hey, 20 minutes of television time.